No, not تعارض. No,
yeah, there is
no contradiction
between rahmah and ra'fa and shafaqa and love Islam for them and.
خلاص. Even they are my brothers. They need help. We don't want to call them brothers, but we treat them more than brothers. We prefer them sometimes to our own Muslim brothers. Come on, let's be practical. Yani if somebody is different with you about some minor fiqh issue, you hate him so much. And when you see a kafir, why? We don't have this. We have to organize how we love and do not love. We are too extreme in one and too extreme on the other end. How many Muslims do we not like? Oh, he's Wahhabi. Oh, I don't care about it. Your brother in Islam. No. But Hindus is my brother.
When I was working in Hanzo, there is one condition with the Imam. Everyone will see. So, the time of becoming Zakah, the time this war is happening, he asked me from the to send the Zakah to India. I told him, most available people of Zakah is India. If you want to know India,
I did not hear that. Are you saying somebody was objecting that you get paid zakat to a non-Muslim?
No. That man don't want to pay zakat to any Syrian people.
To
Syria.
To Syria. Why?
I don't know. He's coming from Egypt. He's a honorable Muslim, but he don't want to send there.
Maybe he has his excuses, his reasons. Well, come on, let's go back to attracting. I want you to go through this process: attracting, provoking, influencing, stimulating, mentoring, and engaging. Come on. Step by step, this is the process. Did you finish attracting?
I gave them a short.
What is attracting? How do we attract people? How do we attract those who we want to do da'wah to? Be it Muslims or non-Muslims?
By behavior, by smiling, by
so talk about attracting.
helping.
Before you tell people, which we tend to tell, we tell them before we attract them. So we should attract them first. The process is attracting first. Yeah. Come on, you're not talking to each other. I don't like you, all of you. You don't talk to each other.
How do you attract? Still, the question is how do you attract? I think that we
sometimes they have some problems. We will be able to solve their problems. They can love us, like us.
attracting people,
This way we can attract the people. It's not of their problems.
By sharing their feelings. They are sad, they feel sad, they are happy, they feel happy. All these attract, all give.
Can you attract without building a trust?
Sometimes, but short time.
If you cannot show people that you are trustworthy, you will not attract them. You have to make them feel that you are worthy of trust. تستاهل الثقة. إنه موثوق بك.
Like the first night of marriage. This is a good example. I cannot forget.
Yeah, why not? Trust building is one important remove of the obstacle of trust. Will be one thing. If you are trustworthy, people would. لماذا هو عليه الصلاة والسلام الصادق الأمين. That's an attractive character. Why Yusuf alayhi salam was someone we can give khaza'an al-ard to? Because he was trustworthy and hakim. So the trust was built before Egypt surrendered to him. He was attractive. At first, the woman attracted to him for his looks. But that was not his role. He was a prophet. No, he was not distributing looks. Although, as a sheikh, you don't look ugly and dirty and I don't know what, and then you want to attract people. You have to be dressed well, reasonable at least. يعني الشيخ بن عثيمين لما قالوا له ان يعني افتروا، قالوا انه الرسول كان مفتوح الجيب وكانه مبهدل. قال ليس هذا غير صحيح، وليس من السنه ان تظهر بمظهر سيء. يا ايها الذين امنوا خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد، زينوا. فاذا you have to be attractive physically, behaviorally, trustworthy. You have to work on being attractive. Sell yourself. What is it? مانع. Sell yourself. سوق نفسك. سوق نفسك by people. They need to look at it and say, why is this man so different? Why is he good? Why is he kind? انزل على أنظ الأذى. مو مغرور، مو متكبر. شيل الحذاء حطه على جنب في المسجد. that's interesting. سعودي مغرورين، كراسهم كبير لكنه يشال الحذاء وحطه على جنب، لو برجلك. What's wrong with being متواضع؟ الشيخ بن عثيمين what was attractive about his old bisht. والله his old bisht was one of his attractiveness. It was pale. Sheikh bin Uthaymeen bisht was pale. Since I saw him until he died, I remember only that bisht. I have never seen another bisht on him. It was not gilded, it was not fabulous bisht. It was رحمة الله. Attractive, very attractive. That simple bisht. Come on, talk about the rest of the process. What is provoking? What does to provoke means what?
Action.
No. مثير. أثرهم. Something to steer their attention. مثير. Provoke. Right ولا لا؟ Make them interested.
Stimulate them is to give them a stimulus to make them
Encourage them.
Well, even if once they you stimulate them, make them so interested, make them you want to need, build the need or get a need in them to know what is this. Okay, make them
رغبهم ترغيب.
Then we have mentor. Mentor is like a teacher. You mentor them, you show them the prayer, you show them how to do things, you advise them, you help them with it. Okay?
They are now interested, they are now stimulated. Use that state to give them, they are interested. They want to know, tell them, mentor.
So you tell them,
Show them, coach them.
and then engage them. What does it engage? Have them busy. Body was and what is it? Engage them in the job.
Now they are involved, themselves they are involved to some degree. And then the loop goes back again. Even though they have been attracted, you need to attract them more. To love, to do more, to be involved more. You need them to be attracted again and again. It's not enough that they declare Shahada and they leave. We attracted them to come. We attracted them by volleyball or football or basketball. That was an attraction in one way. But when we gave them, we attract them also in the talk. We provoke them by asking them questions about from their book, all right, and their belief and so forth. Then we influence them to accept what we are saying. We stimulated who will and so forth, right? Then we told them what to do, how to do. And then we engaged them. They became engaged themselves, and by them speaking, if you were there in the lecture. And then we have to go back to attracting. We attracted them. We said they said Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, and we forgot about them. The loop it's not a loop. It's a straight line. Are we supposed to work in da'wah on the straight lines, or crooked lines, or whatever lines, or interrupted lines, or we should? Did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam encourage Abu Bakr to become Muslim, and then he did not encourage him again? القرآن الكريم لما أبو بكر الصديق الذي تكلم في حادثة الإفك، وكان أبو بكر رضي الله عنه يتصدق عليه، ثم قطع عنه الصدقة. فماذا؟ Allah attracted him again, influenced him. واعفوا واصفحوا ألا تحبون أن يغفر الله لكم؟ قال بلى. قال بلى. عاد الصدقة to them. So this is attracting, influencing, attracting, influencing, attracting, influencing. من أصبح منكم فعل كذا وفعل كذا، وأبو بكر يقول أنا قال ما اجتمعت في رجل إلا دخل الجنة. this is attracting. كل عمل الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم is attracting, provoking. أتدرون من مفلس? This is a provoking question. أتدرون من مفلس? They immediately jump to what they know. قالوا ما ليس لا درهم له ولا دينار أو كما جاء في الحديث. قال لا، المفلس هو من فعل كذا وفعل كذا ولكنه أخطأ في كذا وكذا. Provoking, mentoring. أتدرون من هذا؟ قالوا لا. قال هذا جبريل جاء يعلمكم دينكم. ليش جاء جبريل؟ ما أنت موجود. هذه إثبات وزيادة على أني رسول الله، وأن حتى جبريل يوافقني في الكلام، وأني أنا قلت لا أدري ما المسؤول خير أعلم بذلك من السائل. يسألونك عن الروح، قل الروح من أمر ربي. يعني سير حياة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم، السيرة is always what is it? Attracting, provoking, influencing, stimulating, mentoring, and engaging. And again, do we do that in our da'wah? Should we dare not do that? And that's a process. Like العملية. Jump onto the patient, put him on the table without anesthesia, open him up, and then remove the kidneys, close him up, forget the scissors inside, and then discover that you were supposed to remove the appendix after all. It wasn't that case. Is that a good doctor work? Right? Take the patient on the table, cut him up, no anesthesia, and then you remove the kidney, forget the scissors inside, close him up, discover that it was the appendix that was supposed to be removed.
If it in her house is better than this job.
So, all right? Discuss. Do you need to discuss this more?
Yeah.
All right. You want to break? Or you're okay? Now?
Let's take the last part.
Now, we have in the definition, dawah intended purely to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone and in accordance to the true teachings of Islam. Dawah is a situational and progressive process. What? Performed?
Twice.
Not done, performed. Performed wisely, gracefully, earnestly, and diligently by honorable, considerate, devout, and qualified preachers. Right? So now we have the first 5 words, or the next 5 words. All right? Performed wisely, gracefully, earnestly, and diligently. You want to discuss this before we go over them? What is, understand the meaning of, at least linguistically, what are these 5 words? Abu Umar, Abu Badr, you can have everybody.
So perform wisely.
What is performed? What is the difference between do and perform?
Perform is more perfect.
You perform the prayer. You perform something. You do it. It's like a process. Okay? Not just one shot. So to do it as the
Here, performance. You see, I do a performance. A performance in front of people is not only I do khutbah, but I perform as I do my khutbah. يعني أبدع. أداء بإبداع.
أداء. يؤدي.
قيام حقيقة أكثر حتى من أداء. أن أقوم بها قياما.
Why is it? I mean, it's not just a hazard. It's not, now you have to think, how am I to do it? Do it in the proper way. Do it in a wise way. Otherwise, you're just, if you make a little mistake, what will happen? You spoil the whole. So you should be wise. Gracefully. Deep. No, we should have gracefully. You know, بالرحمة, بالشفقة, again, it's not aggressive. You should be graceful. Then you should be like good, wise. Again, it's related to graceful. Earnestly, الصدق. منتهى الأمان. خلاص. Diligently, or a diligent performer, you do it to the best. So it is so diligent. You persist, but you do it to be as perfectly as possible. Yeah,
diligently مثابرة.
جهد هو قال لك جهد فيها.
نعم.
صبر. نعم.
gracefully.
aggressive يعني إصرار.
نفس المعنى نفس الكلمة دي؟
نعم.
نفس الكلمة؟
ليه؟
aggressive وgrace على حسب؟
لا جريس لا جريس كل واحد عنيد يعني إصرار جريس واحد لا وده والله وصل جريس ما راح جريس والرحمة جريس هنا بمعنى
All right. So first we go over them. Performed. Performance is completion of a task with application of knowledge, skill, and abilities. Not only doing, but what? Completion. Not only doing, but completion of the task or of a task with application of knowledge, skill, and abilities. Really get involved in doing it. Yeah? That's okay. When you have an absence of fear and not thinking about the performance, and you focus on what you're doing and your activity, a sense of effortlessness and belief in confidence or real or self efficacy. Now, a sense of personal control. كل هذه as you do performance, you have all these senses, right? Motivation to achieve success or avoid failure. Task relevant attention, positive self-talk, and cognitive regulation to achieve automatically. You're happy, you perform as a second nature with confidence and so forth. This is when you're performing wisely. Wisdom is one of those qualities that are difficult to define because it encompasses so much, but which people generally recognize when they encounter it. They know it is wisdom, but they don't know how to pinpoint why it is wisdom. It is encountered most obviously in the realm of decision making. Psychologists tend to agree that wisdom involves an integration of knowledge, experience, and deep understanding that incorporates tolerance for the uncertainties of life as well as its ups and downs. حكيم يعني في نوع من الحلم، في حلم حليم كذلك. There is an awareness of how things play out over time, and it confers a sense of balance. Wisdom is not to go one direction over the other, to keep balance. It can be acquired only through experience. There is an American or English maybe, or European saying, a new graduate is a man with knowledge but no wisdom. A new graduate is, generally speaking, a new graduate from university is a person with knowledge but no wisdom. Why? Because wisdom comes with experience. Right? But by itself, experience does not automatically confer wisdom. Some people, they say, I have 25 years of experience. No, you have 1 year experience 25 times. Some people have 1 year experience, 25, 30, 40, 50 years, but it is what? From the first year, after the first year, no more experience. They are repeating the same. So 1 year experience, 25 times, or 30 times, or 40 times. So many people come to us in Aramco from Exxon and Chevron and Mobil, but they are 50 years experience. No, they are 1 year experience, 50 times. So it can be acquired only through experience, but it's by itself, experience does not automatically confer wisdom. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. Researchers are beginning to look into the social, emotional, and cognitive process that transmutes experience into wisdom. There are so many things involved in developing this wisdom. Social, emotional, cognitive, all of these processes bring about wisdom.
Well, I share with your love. I once had a debate with my professor. He was teaching us knowledge management.
No. Knowledge management.
Yeah, and their approach, when they say you have data.
Speak in the microphone, so it's.
As I said, I have something, there's a question about wisdom.
Yeah.
I had a debate with my professor because the Western mindset is that you have data, information, knowledge, wisdom. So they believe that wisdom is the last tier. And I said, no, wisdom cannot be necessarily the last tier because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran says, يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤتى الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا. Which means that wisdom is
A gift.
a gift from God. Therefore, you may have someone who is very young but wise.
Yes.
You may have very old people that never reach wisdom.
That's why it is not experience. Fall in the false approach of experience. If you don't learn something new from this month, different from last month, you're not becoming wiser. You're not becoming experienced. You have more time on the job. But so many people, we say, Abu Badr, we say that there are so many people retired on the payroll. They are on the payroll, still receive salaries at the end of the month, but long time ago they have retired. Up here is retired. Learn every time your people, brother Shadr Rahman, every time your people put bars and put, this, learn something. Don't take your job automatic. Ask yourself, even if you know, think about it. Why do we put in the middle of the beam the bars at the bottom, not at the top? Why? If you don't know, if you see your building being built and you see the steel man put the bars bent like this, ask why. Why don't you also put at the top? Learn something new. Anyway, so wise people generally share an optimism that life's challenges can be solved and experienced, and a certain amount of calm in facing difficult decisions. When they are wise, you find them calm. Why calm? Because when they are calm, they can look into the problem, digest the situation, and come up with a solution. They don't, for example, somebody gave the example. Now, if you call the fire brigade, right, and you have the kitchen is burning, or the house is burning, do the brigade come and pull their hoses and then start flushing the water? What do they do first?
Switch off the electricity.
Absolutely. They switch the electricity off. They cut the gas cylinder. If there is first they cut these two so that the fire does not progress further than should, and then they try to kill the fire that's already taken place. At least let's stop the new fire from happening. This is wisdom. They self-control themselves. You think, wow, they are calm. They come in, they are trained to be calm and to go to the things that may cause more problems. Stop them first and then take care of this. Yeah? So that's why on the plane, they tell you to what? Put your mask first, then help someone beside you. Because if you don't, you will kill yourself and you will not be able to help the other person. Do you know swimming, safeguarding people? If you see someone sinking, what do you call it? Sinking, yeah, right? What do? You go to him in the beach. What do you do to him? First thing you do is sink him more until he faints. Then you pull him out. Because if you don't, he will kill you. And it happened in real life. First thing you do to a person who is, what is it about sinking? Correct?
Sinking.
ها؟ ايه غريق. أول حاجة أغرقه. First thing you have to do is sink him until he or she faints. Then you can pull him out, help him out. Otherwise, he will be struggling and he without knowing it, because he loses control, and he tries to pull you and he will sink you. So sink him first, and then this is hikmah. Calm, take it easy. Think about what you're doing. Just don't rush. Intelligence, if only anyone could figure out exactly what it is, may be necessary for wisdom, but it definitely isn't sufficient. An ability to see the big picture, a sense of proportion, and considerable introspection also contribute to its development. Not intelligence alone, not so-called experience alone. No. You need more than one thing to get that wisdom. Ability plus knowledge plus skill plus experience. I should have put here, intelligence, now, to select, organize, and assemble in the correct and suitable manner by considering the right type, quality, quantity, form, shape, size, weight, at the right time, and the right timing, duration, the right sequence, place, and atmosphere. When you all consider all of these steps, you are doing it wisely. Read it again, Abu Badr, slowly, one by one.
Ability, knowledge, skill, experience to select, organize, and assemble in the correct and suitable manner by considering the right type, quality, quantity, form, shape, size, weight, at the right time, timing, duration, in the right sequence, place, and atmosphere.
Now, together as a group, discuss this aspect of what wisdom is. Come on, discuss these few words. Every word counts, almost.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
There is one aspect, in my opinion, it's necessary to be adhered, but maybe it is not
Yes.
confidence.
Confidence.
Confidence. That has to have
Yes.
to convince people. So that means otherwise people will not.
Yeah, we don't you remember us going over confidence when we talked about trust, conflict, confidence? You remember these traits? Yeah, you're right. Now, talk about this. See, you have a picture for yourself to consider what wisdom is like. You start with something, you end up with a nice, very expensive watch, by the way.
This is the first picture, boss.
Huh?
First picture.
First picture,
Yeah.
the one top, the white, the gray
No.
picture. First picture, this one, first one.
Yeah.
Types of metal,
Ah,
different metals.
okay.
You have steel, you have copper, you have brass, you have lead, I don't know, aluminum.
Silver, gold.
Yeah, you have different metals.
Okay.
That all of them go into this watch. Not all the material, also other materials, but all of these go into the watch. Come on, discuss the definition.
So everyone will take one.
هذا knowledge كل هذا.
تكون مايك يا شيخ.
Wisdom.
Yeah, you have. I can add intelligence also, but you can add it yourself.
Knowledge is important for
You come discuss with each other. Don't talk to me. Talk to them.
I talk to myself.
Teach Abu Umar. He needs to be taught.
Connected.
You can. Everybody can teach the other person something. Come on. You can teach us how to do, what do you call it? Marara. Give him al-marara. أعطيه المرارة. Come on. Tonight I learned something new.
Knowledge is important. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot be even.
You cannot be wise. Stay with not wisdom. You need wisdom. ادعو إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة. What is the hikmah? Let's discuss that. That's why we are discussing الحكمة.
Yeah, knowledge by getting this experience from Seerah, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sahaba, of any successful people in this.
No. Yes and no. With knowledge, we talked about how to discover the people in front of you, how to know them, how to understand them. This is also knowledge. Do not repeat after me the same answer. من السيرة ومن القرآن. come on, open up. Yes, the Quran was Sunnah, but let's also talk about the other things. We repeat the same thing. People do not understand anything when we say Al-Quran was Sirah. Nobody is referring to Al-Quran or Sirah, sadly. Let's talk to them language they understand. Come on, not Al-Quran or Sirah only. Yes, there are sources, but we need knowledge. Knowledge of what? It could be Sirah, it could be Quran, it could be Hadith, it could be الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام لما قال من دخل دار أبي سفيان فهو آمن. أليس هذا knowledge? Is it من القرآن? No. But he knew how to treat people. النساء الأنصار كذا وكذا. Always he referred to people with an insight of their culture. عليه الصلاة والسلام. This insight is part of the knowledge. فاهم يا شيخ؟ لا تردد repeat after me الأجوبة المعتادة. We got nowhere with الإجابات المعتادة. أبي الأجوبة شل الكتاب والسنة أعطيهم في أسلوب ثاني. قدمهم في قالب ثاني. Go ahead. I am being tough, but it is better to be tough than to be soft. Sometimes you need softness. Come on. So we need ability. What is ability? Ability to what? How can you get ability? I did not discourage you, did I?
Yeah, knowledge finish.
Finish knowledge, best. Now I have 10 words.
Yeah, each of us take one.
Okay, Abu Badr.
I will jump to experiences. Was great.
Okay.
Experiences that man experience more knowledge about things being done by physically, not by knowledge or not by experiences to face problems.
You remember Edison? He had 1,000 time experiences with the bulb. So what is experience? Is making mistakes, learning from mistakes and from successes. This is experience. If you don't learn from mistakes, if you don't do mistakes, you don't get experience. If you don't learn from successes, you don't get experience. That's experience. Experience is a summation of learning from experience, from mistakes. Mistakes. If people knew that experience is learning from mistakes, many people will be willing to make mistakes, and therefore many people will be willing to work. Correct or not? But we are not willing to make mistakes because we get punished, or we are afraid people look down at us when we make mistakes. No, make mistakes, it's okay. Go ahead, this is experience. Add to it.
Also, experience also to get knowledge from others' behavior, work of their work, their way of talking, way of handling things. So,
how can you use, for example, reading books or, right, to polish your experience? What do you do? What does the book, how can I use the book or the internet or any source of information to polish my experience?
like how others use or how others read, how others.
I can read what others done and reflect upon them and compare what they have done with what I have done. This will give me better experience.
That's what I have in this.
Yalla, next.
Just comment. Experience can also increase by doing. You know, the more you do, the more you try, the more experience you get. Especially if you're doing
But not the same thing.
Not the same. If you
Not
are
the
doing
same
it
thing.
a different way every day, then you are adding to it. Now, how, of course, you become experienced. Remember now, ability, the capability to do something, the capability to doing something
by building knowledge. Knowledge comes from reading, comes from listening, comes from watching, from hearing, from listening to other people. And now you need the skill, because knowledge alone does not help you to perform. You have the natural ability, you need knowledge, you need the skill. And the skill, again, it's like a skill. Unless you are skillful at doing something, okay, you cannot do it.
Knowing about swimming is different than being able to swim.
Okay, you have to build the skill. So in order to make a watch, you have to be skillful in watchmaking. And then develop the experience, okay, in order to be able to do the processes. So these are 4 components plus.
We have dexterity. When you talk about watchmaking, do you know about dexterity? When in Aramco, sometimes what we do is, Abu Umar, we test people on their dexterity. What is dexterity? The ability to handle things. Your sense of feel of your hands. Some jobs need some dexterity. You know, you cannot work in the lab if your hands are shaking and the sample goes everywhere, but not in the tube. Or
But that is called GAT-B.
GAT-B.
General ability.
Battery.
Test battery.
Test battery.
That is.
That dexterity goes into that and there. MashaAllah, you remember. Okay, go ahead.
Intelligent, right? They are after experience, intelligent. The first, if we got to do ability, if we get able to do, then after that we have to check about the knowledge about that. Once we got knowledge also, then skill.
What is intelligence? We said earlier, it's not easy to define. But what is intelligence?
Mind.
Now?
Only anyone could figure out exactly what is it.
Yeah, what is intelligence? What is it? From your own words, it's not in this slide.
That is from
Having good mind.
mind.
The ability to have an insight.
Doing the best thing and the best way.
No, when I am intelligent, I do not have to do anything at this moment. Freeze. It is my insight. When I develop an insight, I am intelligent about it.
Without any.
No, just for a moment, not without anything. I need things. But when I look at things intelligently, I look at things with some insight. You get my meaning? Okay. So, what else? Shadow Rahman, what will you help us with this definition? Little more. What attracted your attention most in this definition? Sheikh, let me say this in Arabic. الحكمة كيف تعرف الحكمة في كتب الفقه؟ الفقهاء كيف يعرفون الحكمة؟ نعم؟
الحكمة ضالة المؤمن.
لا، بس كيف تعريفها في الفقه؟ الحكمة ايش؟ وضع الشيء في موضعه. نعم؟ بس أنا أزيد هنا أقول وضع الشيء بنوعه وحجمه وتقدير وشكله وترتيبه في مكانه الصحيح، في ترتيبه الصحيح، بتوقيته الصحيح للمدة الصحيحة، علشان يكون. If I want to build a building in Jordan, they use natural stone to build. All right? Some stones are cut as big as one of them pillars here. Yay big, this deep, this high, and about this much deep. Imagine me building such a house in, I forgot the place in Jordan. It's full of these kind of houses, beautiful. But imagine I take this big stone and put it at the top, and put the small stones at the bottom. Well, when you look at one of them houses, some of the buildings in Dahran Street in Dammam were built by Jordanians slash Palestinians. And they were built with these big stones, right? They brought them this idea with them when they came to build. And you start with a big stone, then the smaller. So not only the right stone, but even the right size and the right sequence. Suppose I built blocks. We have a civil engineer here, and I built because I want to do it fast. I made 12 rows of blocks in one day, in 1 hour. Would that be good? Why? Because the lower 3 have to cure a little to some extent before I put the other 3 on top. And then cure a little, and I put the 3. It's not the idea of speeding without considering the right sequence, the right duration, the timing is not wisdom. And so all of these words are important. Ability, intelligence, knowledge, skill, experience, to select, organize, assemble in the correct and suitable manner by considering the right type, quality, quantity, form, shape, size, weight, and the right timing, duration, and the right sequence, place, and atmosphere. All of these things have to be considered for you to do things wisely. Now you can reflect on those, and tomorrow you can bring the answer. Put these things in your mind, or write them down now, and put them in the context of da'wah. Put these things, these words, this wisdom, in the context of da'wah. And tell us tomorrow, let us, write the word, the definition now, and bring back with you or you can photograph it if you want. Bring with you, a reflection on da'wah with these words in mind. Put these in the context of da'wah. Can you?
One example.
Like put what does ability mean in this context of da'wah? What does intelligence mean in the context of da'wah? What does knowledge mean in the context of da'wah? What does skill mean in the context of da'wah? Each word of those, what do they mean? How do they apply in the context of da'wah? Comprendo. Oh, Espanol, yeah. Or Italian. All right, what time is it now?
9:30 and more.
So, do you want us to continue a little bit, or you're tired? You're already tired.
Tomorrow.
Huh?
Tomorrow.
Stop. So we will stop, inshallah. Gracefully pull out. خلاص حبيبي؟ جزاكم الله خيرا.